The world is entering a dangerous and historic transition. For decades, global politics was supposed to follow rules, laws, and international institutions. But today, those rules are weakening. Power, strategic interests, and geopolitical competition are replacing the idea of a rules-based international order. Are we witnessing the beginning of a new global disorder? Welcome to this analysis. I am Hassan-Shire, and today we will examine the strategic shifts shaping the future of nations. After the Cold War, many believed the world had entered a new era. International law, global institutions, and diplomacy were expected to regulate global conflicts. Organizations like the United Nations and international courts were meant to maintain peace. But history has shown something different. When major powers feel their interests are threatened, power often overrides law. We now see countries increasingly acting based on strategic interests rather than global consensus. Military actions, economic sanctions, and trade restrictions are frequently justified by national security rather than international agreement. The result is a gradual erosion of the global legal framework. The world is entering a new era of geopolitical rivalry. Major powers are competing across multiple arenas. Not just military power, but economic influence, technological leadership, and control over global supply chains. Artificial intelligence, semiconductors, and digital infrastructure are becoming strategic assets. The nations that dominate these technologies will shape the next global order. This is why technology competition is now considered one of the most important geopolitical battles of the 21st century. Geography is once again becoming a strategic tool in global politics. Consider the Strait of Hormuz. Nearly 1/4 of the world's oil supply passes through this narrow corridor. Any disruption there affects global energy markets, transportation systems, and economic stability worldwide. This demonstrates a powerful reality. Strategic geography can influence the global economy without large-scale wars. Energy routes, maritime corridors, and infrastructure networks are now key components of geopolitical competition. Globalization once created an interconnected world economy, but geopolitical tensions are now reshaping that system. Supply chains are relocating, trade alliances are shifting, countries are prioritizing national security over economic efficiency. Instead of a single global economic system, the world is gradually dividing into competing economic blocs. This fragmentation introduces uncertainty, but also creates opportunities for emerging powers. Africa stands at a critical crossroads. The continent possesses immense potential, a young population, vast natural resources, and strategic geographic location. But potential alone is not enough. Africa's future will depend on leadership, governance, and institutional strength. Countries that invest in education, infrastructure, and economic diversification will become major players in the global economy. Those that fail to build strong institutions may remain vulnerable to external pressures. Looking ahead, several trends are likely to shape the global system. First, geopolitical rivalry between major powers will intensify. Second, strategic control of technology and infrastructure will become central to global influence. Third, energy security will remain one of the most important drivers of international politics. Fourth, regions with strong institutions and educated youth populations will gain long-term advantages. History teaches us an important lesson. Global order is never permanent. Every generation experiences moments of transformation. We are now living through one of those moments. The nations that succeed will be those that understand the structural changes shaping the world. They will invest in knowledge, unity, innovation, and strategic leadership. The future will not belong to the strongest nations alone. It will belong to the nations that understand the direction of history. Thank you for watching. Follow Hassan-Shire for more insights on leadership, governance, and global affairs.